Hello everybody, hope that you are good. Today is Friday, last trading day of the week, so there are a few things that I want to talk about. We're going to talk about the weekly time frame, also about some altcoins, potential trades with altcoins over the weekend, and obviously the trading setup that I'm waiting for Bitcoin to develop, okay? So far I can tell you that I'm not in a position because my trigger hasn't been activated yet. We're gonna go through every single detail in this video. I've already checked the liquidation heat map and the order book. There are no changes since yesterday. So basically we still have some liquidations at 53,150. That's around this area here, right above these previous highs. And also all the way to 50,000, there are some liquidations to around this level, which matches perfectly with this liquidity pool and also this psychological level of 50,000. So some liquidations to the upside and to the downside. Not much clear information because if, for example, there was no liquidations to the upside, I could tell you, yes, we're for sure gonna go lower. There is no reason to go higher. But having those liquidations also up there, be careful, okay? That's why we're playing very careful here. We are not being impatient traders because they get wrecked. We've seen it this week. We're sticking to high probability trades, and that's why if we miss a move, no problem, we're gonna catch another one, but we're not gonna lose money, okay? Capital preservation, guys. First of all, I want to talk about the weekly time frame because this is something that I talked about last Friday, and I think it's a good idea to post a follow-up about this. Well, we were talking about two resistance levels in the weekly time frame. There is one clearly at 60,000. That one there, you can see here, guys. Resistance, 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 drop, support, 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 push to the new highs. So that's a very clear resistance, 60,000. Also psychological level. You can see that's where the manipulation takes place. Market maker building shorts here. Wicks to the upside, price not progressing any further. And here the same. Wicks to the downside, price not progressing any further. Market maker building longs, push higher. And this is something that I'm gonna mention soon, later in this video, about 50,000, okay? Because that's gonna be also a psychological level. But anyway, let's not jump into that yet. The other resistance level that is very close to us is 52,000. You can see here, it's more something like 51,100. And last week we were saying that it would be very important to see Bitcoin closing above this level at least for 2 weeks. Last week we managed to do it just by $150, but that's enough. You know, look at the candle, is closed above that level, that yellow line. But this weekly candlestick is not doing the same, guys. Look at that red candle. We're so far closing below it. I mean, it's only $1,000. Maybe we see a pump today or over the weekend and we close above that level, and then we can favor upside. And in that case, we would favor upside to 60k. So we would take a swing long from 52,000 all the way to 60,000, because if you notice here in the chart, there is no any clear resistance, okay? So it seems quite easy, that path between 52,000 to 60,000. But to me, it's very important to see this candle closing above 52,000, because otherwise this looks like a rejection to me. Look at that. That looks like a rejection to me. And if that's the case, we're going to have to be very careful next week. All right. Now, we've talked about the weekly time frame. So far, it's not looking good. We need 52,000 recovery in the next 2 days, which seems quite unlikely. Let's see what happens today. Now, 4-hour time frame. This is where all the magic is taking place. The 4-hour 50 MA, guys, we've been talking about this level for a few days. Look at that. Okay. We're playing around it, but it's more like a choppy price action, because we keep testing at support, then we lose it, but in the next candle we recover it. And that's why I'm being very patient here, okay? And all I'm looking is for 2 candlesticks to test it at resistance. If that is not the case, then I'm not going short. Because this example here, that is not the case. Because some of you are asking me today, are you in short? Are you in short? Pay attention to this, okay? This candle here closes below the 4-hour 50 MA, and now we need 2 candlesticks to test it at resistance. We have one, but the second one is not the case. It's a green candlestick closing back above it. So, no trigger for me. It's as simple as that. If this candlestick would have closed $100 lower, and that would be below the 50 MA testing at resistance, then yes, I would have been going short right now. But that is not the case. Does that mean that we can't drop already today to 50,000? No, it can still happen. It just means that it's not as high as of a probability trade, and that's why I'm not taking it myself. Okay? I prefer to be patient here again. So if that is the case that we drop right now, today or tomorrow to 50,000, I'm gonna be paying attention to that level and the behavior of Bitcoin around that level. Okay, let's mark in the chart. That's around that level. We're gonna do exactly. There you go, 50,000. Look at that manipulation, guys. That's what I mean. And in my opinion, there are three reasons why we could go to 50,000. First of all, this liquidity pool here. That liquidity pool that is very interesting. Probably my indicator is marking it. Yep, there it is. Look, it's also marking here a couple of weeks. This one got filled. It's marking this new week here and that one there. All right. So the most interesting is that liquidity pool that is huge. That's the first reason why price could go to 50,000 to retrace this liquidity pool. With that, I'm going to include the liquidation heat map in High Block Capital that is showing a lot of liquidations at the same level. So all of that liquidations in this candle, be careful with that. Second reason, open interest gap. We talked about this, I think it wasn't in yesterday's video, it was 2 videos ago, in case you want to check it out. But open interest refers to the total open positions. This includes short and long positions, both of them. It doesn't include buy or sell limit orders, only already opened positions, all right? And the market is always trying to find a balance and trying to take as many orders as possible, because yes, when a trade opens an order, there is going to be money generating through fees. And also in crypto is two fees, when you open the trade and when you close the trade. So for the market maker, it is very important to trigger all those orders and to have the retail trader pouring money in the chart. Simple as that. That's how they make money, okay? So if there is an open interest gap between 50,700 and 50,200, that's basically between these two levels here, okay? That orange box, that's an open interest gap, and that is telling you that there are not many open trades in this zone, because price shifted away from that zone very quickly in the last 90 days. And if you notice, we are spiking to that level, but we are not dropping lower. We are not consolidating in the orange box. We are not doing this. So trades cannot open any positions. That means that there is a gap here, there is an imbalance in the order book, and there could be a reason or an intention for price to drop to this level, consolidate, fill the open interest gap, more money into Bitcoin, because of course there are some traders that are saying I'm not going long or I'm not going short until we, for example, hang on, let me redo this. There are some traders that are thinking like this, okay? Check that out. That's a support. So there are some traders that are thinking I'm gonna go long here because I'm expecting a sweep of the highs. That's why there is an open interest gap there, okay? Because there are some traders waiting to go long in the area and also short, because there are some traders thinking, okay, I'm gonna go short once we break below this level, okay? That's my moment to go short. So that's why there is an open interest gap in the area. So to retrace that open interest gap, that is the second reason why price could go to 50,000, because it goes to 50,200. And of course, the third reason is 50,000. Simply, it's 50,000. It's a psychological level where a lot of retail traders are going to engage with price, are going to open trades, because they are saying, okay, price is at 51,000. And I see a lot of people talking about 60,000, 70,000, 100K, new highs. So 50,000 to some people might sound even cheap right now, and that might be when they want to buy. That's why if we drop the 50,000, in my opinion, that's the third reason. Psychological level where the market maker knows that the retail trader is going to engage with price. Okay, and then of course, once we go, and if we go to 50,000, we're going to be paying attention to the reaction. Okay, wicks to the downside, but price not progressing any further below 50,000, it means the same as it did here. Okay, market maker is building the reversal that will be back up. So that's what I want to say regarding Bitcoin. Now, there is something quite interesting. Now, if you notice Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin doing? Well, Bitcoin, since Friday 16th, 1 week ago, it's pretty much consolidating, right? This range is not going anywhere so far, at least for now, and it's ranging, consolidating. It dropped from Friday, it's true. Let me check. Well, Friday depends how you want to say it, but I mean, to be this, it's not even a drop, it's just consolidating, okay? But if you go to the Bitcoin dominance, check that out. This was Friday. Yes, we were saying that it was going to go down. But please, check what happened since Friday. The Bitcoin dominance is dropping very fast. Very fast. Look at that drop, it's huge. So, in principle, altcoins shouldn't be very affected, right? Because if Bitcoin is stable, let's say, although it seems that there are some signs for the downside more than to the upside, that's my opinion, and the Bitcoin dominance is going down, then altcoins should be fine. But they are not. Look at that. Pay attention to Chainlink. Dropping. Pay attention to Solana. Dropping. AVAX. Dropping. What is going on? It doesn't make that much sense, okay? If you understand the cycle between Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance, it doesn't make much sense that altcoins are bleeding this hard, okay? That's what I think I'm going to fade this move, and I'm going to be looking for longs over the weekend. We're going to go into the daily time frame. Well, actually, no, we're going to stay in the 4 hours time frame. But no, I want the 50 MA to show in the daily time frame. Look at AVAX, guys. AVAX is so far holding the daily 50 MA. I also see some wicks to the downside, but price is not really dropping and breaking this zone. So that is telling me that, you know, there might be a reversal in play for the weekend. And a reversal in play might be all the way to $39, okay? That's around 8% move. Hang on, let me check. Yes, 8% move, okay? That's what I'm paying attention to. Let's see how we close today's chart. Let's see how what happens today, because obviously if we drop today to 50,000, then AVAX is going to go lower, okay? It's going to follow Bitcoin, that's clear. But before I jump into any longs on altcoins, I'm going to wait to see what happens today. I'm going to wait until midnight of tonight, UTC time, and then I'm going to see what has happened. If Bitcoin has held in this range where it is right now, then I'm going to open some longs in altcoins. But obviously, if we drop today to 50,000, we're going to have cheaper prices, okay? And that's when we're going to pay attention to the next level. So then AVAX wouldn't be interesting to me if that's the case, that Bitcoin drops to 50,000, because AVAX would follow. It would lose this level here. That's to me the level of interest. So I would ignore AVAX. I would go to Solana, and then the same I would be checking with Solana, okay? Right now, Solana, it seems the same. Wicks to the downside, price not breaking below it. Seems like they are building longs. But if Bitcoin drops today to 50,000, then Solana is going to follow, and I'm going to pay attention to the daily 50 MA. If we can hold above the daily 50 MA when the New York session closes, that's when I'm going to open longs over the weekend, favoring a reversal. Because yes, I don't believe what is going on. I'm going to fade this move of the Bitcoin dominance and altcoin because it's not making any sense to me. That's what I see the chart, okay? It's not making any sense. Why is altcoins bleeding so hard when the Bitcoin dominance is dropping a lot and Bitcoin is ranging? I'm fading that move, okay? So that's what I'm gonna wait. Same with Chainlink. Okay, if Bitcoin drops today to 50,000, Chainlink is gonna get to the 50 EMA in the daily time frame. That's right now $17.32, and if we hold this level after the New York session finishes and closes, that's already to wait for a reversal. Okay, a very aggressive reversal over the weekend. That's what I'm paying attention to. I'm gonna update you tonight through the Telegram channel that is free. I like to post updates about altcoins there. So we're gonna be paying attention to Bitcoin. Again, I'm not in any trade on Bitcoin. I do think that it's more likely that it drops to 50,000 than that it goes to 53,000. When can this happen? Can it happen today, or will it happen from Monday? That's the question, okay? I'm not in a position, I'm not in a short right now, because to me it's not a high probability trade. It's not very clear to me, okay? So I'm gonna wait, see how Bitcoin closes today, and then play with altcoins over the weekend. So that's basically everything that I want to say, guys. And one more thing before I finish the video, stay tuned to X and to the Telegram channel, because today I'm going to announce at what time tomorrow I'm going to open new slots for the course in the website. Okay, so stay tuned, because tomorrow in the website we're going to open new slots for the course that will start in 10 days. So it's probably going to be a lot of interest, and if you've been waiting for the chance, try to be tomorrow at that time to not miss out, okay? So that's pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the videos this week, because I know that some of you watch the videos Monday to Friday. I appreciate it. I feel like I have a responsibility to guide you well. Of course, no financial advice, but I'm trying my best. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon.